Hello, I'm Mayor Barbara McMorrow, and on behalf of Deputy Mayor Anthony Amiano, Committeeman Tom Cook, Committeeman Jean Golub, and Committeeman Dave Salkin, I welcome you to another edition of From the Mayor's Desk. And for today's program, we have two very special guests. With me is Robby Murphy, a junior at Freehold Township High School, and his very special guest, and her name is?
Casey.
Casey, and Casey is with us as well. And Robby's going to tell us today why he is here and why he is talking to us about Run for the Animals. So Robby, let's first talk a little bit about you and about Casey. You are, as I said, a junior at Freehold Township High School. Mm-hmm. And I know that you've just been elected president of the National Honor Society. Yes. So I'm congratulating you on that. That's a terrific honor.
Thank you.
You must be involved in activities then at school in addition to your studies. So what activities are you involved in?
People in school actually think I'm crazy. I'm involved in everything. Some of the things I'm involved include Human Relations Commission, Octagon, which is a charity club, Model United Nations, list goes on, Dead Poet Society.
Well, you know, you're in some very extraordinary clubs because when I was younger, I was also involved in Model United Nations, and when I was younger, you weren't even born yet. So that's how far back that goes. So, and you're in many organizations that are involved with the community and service organizations. And Human Relations is interesting too because we have a Human Relations committee right here in Freehold Township, and I serve on that. So it's interesting. Mm-hmm. We have the same interests and the same likes, and one of those same interests and likes are animals. And I know we brought Casey because we want people to notice that something's a little different on our set today, because you are very active. In fact, you're the originator of Run for the Animals. Why don't you just tell our viewers a little bit about how you began Run for the Animals?
So I was 12 years old, and just like any other 7th grader, I was watching the ASPCA commercial on television with my sister. And obviously, there's a dog with one eye, a cat being abused, etc., and got me very upset. So, again, I was 12 years old. I couldn't just reach into my pocket and donate hundreds of dollars. So what I decided to do was actually combine my love for animals and for running, and actually started my own charity event. And what I decided, my sister and I were like, okay, we'll get our block to do it. Our family will be 50 people. But little do we realize that after spending various months advertising, gathering corporate sponsors, really just getting the name known and working hard on it for hours, that it would end up to be as big as it is now.
And how big is that? Your last event, you had how many people?
The most we ever had sign up was 530, plus volunteers, vendors, so.
Wow. Now, we should let the viewers know when this is going to be. We'll tell you now at the top of the program, and we'll tell you again later so you don't forget, and you can mark it on your calendars. So this year it's going to be?
Saturday, May 11th at Monmouth Battlefield State Park.
Okay. At what time?
We actually have a few different events. I recommend getting there at 9 a.m., and then we actually have the Best Dressed Dog Contest and then the Cutest Dog Contest, which you're judging, at 9:30 and 9:45. Then we have that thing called the Doggy Dash, which is actually maybe the highlight of the whole entire day. Which what it is, it's you and your dog, if you have one, race 40 yards in different heats. We have small dogs, medium dogs, and large dogs, and then the top dogs from each heat wins a prize, and it's really funny. Everyone's tripping over each other. People love it. And then the 3K walk run is at 10:30.
Now, is this rain or shine?
Yeah.
Rain or shine. So if our viewers are interested and they say, you know what, I want to bring my animal. Now, only dogs? Can cats come also, or just dogs?
I mean, theoretically, cats could come if you could control, but...
So it's Run for the Dogs. We want to make that clear, that really it's better if you just bring your dogs with you.
I mean, unless the cat is sufficiently trained and
Okay, so we have the Run for the Dogs, and if they're interested, how would they get in touch with you? How would they know where to contact you?
If you Google Run for the Animals 3K, I actually think that we're the first one to come up. But the formal website is runfortheanimals.tumblr.com, and Tumblr is TUMBLR. Or you can email me at runfortheanimals@gmail.com.
Okay, so that's how we would contact you. Mm-hmm. Now, I think Casey wanted to have something to say also. She's inviting everyone to join her. I think that's what it is, to make sure you all And then there's a fee for participating, and that's how you raise the money for the SPCA. Maybe talk about that.
So it's only $10 to actually register for the event, which a lot of these things are $25, $30, but we really encourage whole families, sports teams, like the community to really get involved, so we make the price relatively low. So until April 25th, it's only $10, and after that, it's $15 to come and walk and run, and with that, you get a free t-shirt, there's free food, DJ, vendor, so it's a reasonable price.
It's very reasonable. And
then the doggy dash is $2, and the other contests for the dogs are free. But really, again, we don't really make that much money off the participants themselves, but a lot of people do give extra donations to the SPCA, and the corporate sponsors give a lot of money. We have places giving $500, $300, so. So
if I was a corporate sponsor, I could contact you the same way. I could go on to Google and Google you, or go onto your website, and get in touch with you, so that if someone out there is interested in not being a participant but in being a sponsor, they should know that they can do that as well. And you do this for the Monmouth County SPCA.
Yeah.
And I know they're overwhelmed, especially after Superstorm Sandy. They have been just overwhelmed with pets now in their shelters because people's homes were destroyed and they have no place now to keep themselves, much less their pets. So I'm sure anything that you can raise for them will be especially urgent this year. So we have those two, and if I come to the event, and I'm going to be there, as you said, I'm going to be one of the guest judges, I can also donate there at the time.
Yes. Like I said, a lot of people donate, and as you mentioned, Sandy, I'm really pushing this year. I'm advertising a lot just to really get everybody involved, to really, help these animals that do need homes and everything.
Yeah, it's a tough time for our animals. It really is. I know I see in the newspapers very often where the SPCA will put up some of the animals up for adoption. Very often they'll say because their owners can't keep them anymore, and a lot of that is because of what has happened in the past year. So this year, I think more than ever, your run for the animals is so important to make sure that there's enough money to keep them well and happy at the SPCA. They do a great job there.
They do.
I know. I'm there all the time. I'm there all the time with them. And now, what have you raised? I think I in my notes that you've raised over how much money? 200?
A little over $20,000.
20,000? Yes.
And then again, that's only with a $10 entry fee. It started out with $2,000, and recently it's gotten up to $7,000. So, again, anything really does help.
For this year, we could see if we had $7,000 last year, maybe this year we should try for $10,000. Wouldn't that be great? So any of your corporate sponsors, anyone out there especially, because that's where the money is made for our animals, please think about contacting Robby and writing a check, making a donation, and helping to help all our animals. Now, you've won awards.
I have, yes.
Maybe talk about that. I know that you don't want to brag about it, but I'm going to brag for you because I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and you have received recognition.
The Animal Welfare Federation in New Jersey. It's actually kind of a funny story. From the SPCA nominated me for the Red Fire Hydrant Award there, I think it's called. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it's really anybody under 18 around the state of New Jersey can be nominated. And these people are working really hard, they really want to win. And I didn't even realize I was nominated until I got the email from the SPCA, and they were like, "Hey, you won this award, come to Rutgers and receive it at the conference." And I was like, "What, really?" And then, so I had to think of a speech really quickly. And so, and then also the Monmouth County SPCA always does something for me. They actually named me the largest contributor to the SPCA under the age of 18, and I actually have a paw print in the SPCA store with my name on it. And then a few years ago, I know Freehold actually gave me a proclamation for this. So
yes, and I know, and I've been out there with you a couple of years with the Run for the Animals, and as I said, we'll be together again this year. So what else would you like to tell our viewers? We talked about how important it is for our donations to come in, and $10, and if you don't have $10, $5 is $5 more than Robby has right now for the SPCA, so it doesn't have to be 10. I mean, whatever people can give, they should give. And when they're there, we talked about the different events, so maybe we'll just review that also, because I know that There's so much that you do. So it begins again with dressing up. We have dress up for the dogs. Costumes?
Yeah, that's the first official event. But usually when people get there, we walk into vendors. For example, we have Massage Envy, who actually gives free massages, which is a big thing.
At the event?
At the event, yes.
Wow, that's a great way to start the day. Okay.
So people are walking around all the vendors. We have donuts and bagels from Dunkin' Donuts and Miss Bagel. ShopRite donates fruit. So we have a lot of vendors and different and fun things to do there. And then the first formal event is the Best Dressed Dog Contest, in which actually this is the first year we're actually formalizing the event. We're going to have a table and then a few guest judges, again, you being one of them. And all the dogs that are signed up will come with the owners. I'm really think it's going to be a big hit this year, and you guys are going to judge. Again, at the end of the day, a winner will win an award for that. Then the Cutest Dog Contest, basically the same thing, but based on the cuteness, not on the best dressed.
Okay, so that's a difference. So
Yeah.
the dogs don't have to be dressed to be the cutest dog.
No, but it'll probably help.
It'll help, okay.
But, and then I think I discussed the Doggy Dash a little bit.
Yes.
Which, yeah.
Yeah, so we have 3 main events going on that day.
And then the actual walk run for the 3K.
Right, and that's after all these other
After us.
preludes to it, and then we have the big dash.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't have a dog, I can come anyway. So
Yeah, that's
anyone can come.
That's a big question I get. People are always asking, I don't have a dog, can I go? And and people ask if they can bring their dog. Yes, we encourage it. We actually have pets for adoption at the event, which is another big thing. The SPCA always brings dogs, so if you're interested in possibly adopting a dog, come run for the animals. But I know also it's very easy now with the Freehold Mall store for the SPCA. So, and that's also helping us advertise for this. It's helping us get people to really, getting the whole entire animal community. Casey, you okay?
She's fine. You know what? It's okay. We could let her go. She's fine in the studio. Yeah, we'll be fine. And we should mention that what they have at Freehold Raceway Mall is the management has a store downstairs at one end of the mall, and on the weekends, I think it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for sure, they bring animals and you can adopt them right from the SPCA right at the Freehold Raceway Mall. So that's another, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's another way people can adopt the animals as well. And there they have dogs and cats. And I think also little furry animals, but all sorts of little animals. So it really is worth a visit if you're in the mall to stop there and to see it. I'm glad that you mentioned that as well. So it's going to be a great event. Now we want to talk again. It's on Saturday, May 11th, and it is at the
Monmouth Battlefield State Park in Manalapan.
Okay, located on Route 33, is it? Right off Route 33, and it is rain or shine. So you want to make sure that you're there and you watch all the special events. Bring a dog if you have one and participate, or just bring a dog and enjoy the day, or just come and enjoy the day. Maybe you'll go home with the dog if you don't arrive with one, because you can adopt from there as well. Is there anything else that you think our viewers need to know, or do you think we've pretty much covered what they need to know to be at your event?
I mean, we do have a few other things. For example, we have raffles, which is actually, if you sign up for the event, you're automatically entered, so it's free. Best Buy always donates a big flat screen TV, which we raffle off.
Wow.
So it's really fortunate for that. We have the running store right on Shank Road, right? Yeah. That donates gift cards. We have Road ID, which is a running safety company that we have raffles for. And actually, Centra State really recently contacted me. They're going to be setting up also and raffling off a month of free gym membership. Really? Yeah, so. And then,
that's great.
Along with the other vendors are giving away stuff. So it's really, you get a lot, and as well as, it being a good cause and really helping spread the word about stopping animal abuse and, getting these animals adopted and raising money.
You really have some wonderful vendors.
Thank you, yeah.
Who are participating, and Central State, it's always great. And a month's worth at their gym is fabulous. That's a great prize. I may have to get some raffle tickets myself. Right. Yeah, I may have to do that. Well, Robby, it was wonderful having you here with me. And I hope that our viewers will join us on May 11th, Saturday, May 11th, 9 o'clock in the morning? Get there earlier?
Getting there around 9 is good.
Okay, around 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be there. Robbie's going to be there. Casey, who left our set, but who's still here with us. And are we going to get her? Will she come back up?
Can you see comment? Oh.
No, she's too interested in what's going on in the studio. But we're all going to be there, and we hope that you will be there as well. So until the next show, wait, do we have her coming
Casey,
back
come on.
up? Are we going to come back up?
She's coming.
She's coming. Okay. She's going to help us say goodbye. Thank you so much for coming, Robbie. Thank you for bringing Casey. Good luck in school. I'm sure you're going to have a great year next year because this year's almost at the end.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Yes, it is. But this is a great way to relieve stress, to come to this event. And it's a great stress reliever for all of us. So I thank you for all that you're doing. You really are to be commended. There's so many animals who will find good homes because of what you're doing. And it's a great community service. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you being a Freehold Township resident doing this.
Thank you so much.
You do my heart good. And so this is Mayor Barbara McMorrow saying, until next time, stay safe and stay well.